So I guess my question that I'm looking at right now is I'm wondering if this is not wired correctly that I did. Remember I told you I had that problem where I completely wired it wrong? Well, check this out. So the arrow's pointing upwards, and it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's what the schematic came with the actual oscillator. Here the arrow's pointing downwards, and it's 1, 3, 5, and 4. So obviously the numbers are completely weird, and it's got actually 3 schematics here. 1, 2, 3. I'll just show them to you if you want to pause it. There's 1. Here's 2. And then of course here's 3. So I don't know. What I've done is I basically said that that's 1. This 2 would be my number 3. My 5 here, which is coming from B plus here, that's B plus line, would be number 3, and my 4 goes to my antenna, which is how I've done it. So I'm wondering if that's the case. And then check this out. I'm wondering if this is right or not. But look, I'm just looking at the carrier wave right now, and it is completely not doing good. I mean, it's like 2 different waves in one. It wasn't doing that before. You saw that. It would be like one straight solid line. This thing is just there for there. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what the heck am I looking at. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking at everything, so I don't know what's going on here. I don't have any input, by the way. I just have nothing coming into it right now. And you can see if I did put it in input, I'll show you. Hold on. All right, there's your input. Now it looks better, right? But sorry, my focus is all messed up. But then if I change my modulation out here, or my amplitude, it's not changing anymore. I don't know if I messed something up or what. Weird. All right, I'll get cracking at it some more. All right, I fixed it. I think it was shorting out. It was touching, I had this all clipped together so it's not gonna fall down, and there was the metal clip, it was touching the metal clip, so the audio was shorting out. So you can see if I modulate the volume of the audio frequency, there's my carrier, pretty much nothing going in. And if I turn it up, you can see it starts to become, I guess, maybe what you would call it, more distorted. Pink is my carrier, 300 hertz. Yellow is the, pink is the audio, 300 hertz. Yellow is my carrier wave, modulated. And blue is the plate voltage, the AC value of the plate voltage. The DC value is high, it's about 100 and, oh gosh, I don't know how many volts. Basically, you can see that, I'm guessing the B plus comes in through here, goes through this coil and energizes the plate, is my guess is how this works. Of course, the cathode's pulled to ground. And is this the oscillator right here, tuned to the 1500, it's probably like 1.2 megahertz, 1.16 megahertz. And then I'm guessing that this might be some sort of like, high frequency, what you call that? It's the, I guess it's to keep high frequencies off the grid, is it? I don't know. I know I was reading about this the other day and I'm kind of fuzzy on it right now, pretty tired, but so this is grid 1, and yeah, so I'm just right here, just kind of playing with it, kind of looking at measurements, seeing where I can make this better. But it looks like it's actually a pretty. I don't know where I can make this sine wave. If you look at the sine wave in here, see that sine wave? It's on triggers on number 3. So hold on. you in front. I mean, that's not a good sine wave, you know what I'm saying? And that's the carrier wave. Anyways, I'm just looking at it. Thanks for being so patient. You're probably like falling asleep over there. So I really don't understand how this amplifier works. I know that the audio frequency AC comes into the grid number 2. I'm guessing that's some sort of modulator grid. The signal grid has got the 1.16, let's call it, megahertz sine wave. Somehow it adds it together or something and creates a carrier. Like the carrier comes in here. Somehow it modulates the carrier through here and then brings it out here, is my guess. I still have to figure that one out. So anyways, I'm just playing around, really trying to learn this, to be honest, and seeing if anything of this can be improved or if I'm going wrong in any spot. But all right, so as best as I can tell, it seems like the transmitter is working correctly. I haven't seen anything that's way out of whack yet. I still haven't seen about 4 feet away from the antenna. I can barely hear the sound. Watch this, I'll go closer. I just got it on that loop antenna right there. So yeah, oh gosh, I'm sorry. So it seems like it's looking okay. This is the plate. I'm sorry, not the plate. Forgive me. I'm sorry. This is the grid of the oscillator tube, and you can see that it's mostly negative. I can make it. See, it's mostly negative. Anyways, that purple one is going to be the audio input. And I think that's probably why my sine wave is messed up, is see how the audio input is not quite correct. Because if you look at the carrier, let me see if I can get him back on. Oh no, I don't have the carrier because I'm on the antenna. But anyways, it was basically mimicking the same form of the sine wave. So I guess the question is this the normal output for this kind of transmitter where you can only get, what, say like 2-3 feet? And if that's the case, what can I do to get better? Can I add like another tube right here, a preamp basically, like, you know, like an audio frequency 1? That's a good question. What if I just turn up my modulation to max? See how far I can get it this time. I got about another foot, I guess. Max on the output. I can't say that's quite doing grid. Look at the grid voltage. Looks like it's doing positive now, which I don't think is quite right. You can see that it went up to, this is 2 volts square. There's 0. It's going up to like 4 volts. So would that be considered a Class C amplifier? Sorry, I dropped my schematic. Hold on. I don't know. So anyways, I'm just still working on it. I'm just wondering if I can't figure out, maybe I just need to start from scratch. I don't know. You know, I'm certainly learning, but I guess I don't know where to go. I checked my DC. My DC is really good. So that looks good. At the moment, I don't have a very, very, very clear, like, up and down sine wave, so I can't really test the carrier signal when it's on a very perfectly clear sine wave. The best I got is this thing, which is good enough, of course. So, but you can still see the distortions that basically mimic the distortions of the audio signal. Well, I gotta tell you, that's not exactly true. when it's just the carrier wave, it's definitely not a clean sine wave. I know I showed that to you, but it's not a clean sine wave when it's just a carrier wave. So that's not exactly the truth. That's not exactly the quite honest truth. And I was just kind of thinking about maybe like, I don't know, if there's a way to improve it. I don't know. Maybe that's what this tube normally does. I did kind of measure it though, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like gosh, I don't want to take your time, but basically I think I got a 25 times amplification from the input to the output. This is like, I don't know, like, I forget how many, it's like 30 milliamps, and this was like, 25 times that. It was in like the 200s or something. I don't know. I can show you, but well, what are you doing? Oh yeah, you're thinking that's what you're doing. Oh, he's on max now. I got you. That's on max. So it wasn't that high before. It's on 2 volts, I guess, right here. So just a little bit over 2 volts top and 2 volts, a little bit over maybe 4 volts peak to peak. And it looks like on the B, is that the plate? Where's my B? Or my number 2? Hold on. That's on number 4. Well, that's weird. All I did was untouch. All right. Don't know what's going on there. Seems like when I touch the grid, pin number 4 right here, that the transmitter turns on, and when I don't touch it, it turns off. Is it transmitting on a different frequency? It should be transmitting right now. Yeah, look at that. So it must have changed the frequency of the that tuned circuit. Yep, all right. So anyways, okay, I guess I'm just carrying you along with me, but you're probably busy and have better things to do than to stare at me being stumped. So I guess I'm just going to think about it some more. Is there a way that I can improve this transmitter? Not only improve it on the waveforms it's outputting and inputting and all that, but can I improve the gain and the transmission where I can get it to where it's extendable to several feet? All right, really quick, I promise. So here's the tube data for the 117L7. Check out here, maximum ratings for the pentode unit. Grid 2 voltage, okay, 117 volts. Now what would that mean in terms of like, I think I got maybe, what was it, an 8 volt voltage I thought? Or was it 2 volts on max? So here's my max audio, and it's like 2 volts top, 2 volts bottom, probably a little bit more than 2 volts. So let's just say 4 volts peak to peak. Would I need some sort of amplifier on that? Would that work if I put an amplifier on this grid 2 and kept it within 117 volts AC? I don't really know what that is, but would that work? Would that overdrive the tube and cause problems and shorten the life of the tube and who knows what else that only you can know and you can help me with? what do you suggest we do from here on? And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I know you're busy, so thank you.